Hi, beautiful soul. Finally, we are here. This is our first Summer Talks by Bali Summer. The theme will be about being as an entrepreneur and fashion designer. Curious? Keep watching. Please, before that, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Also, visit our website and other social media. Let's create! Hi!
Hi.
Hi, Lauren!
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for joining our first Summer Talks. Like, it's an honor
Thank you
to
for
have
having
you
me.
here online.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be the first one too.
Yeah! We're so
Exciting.
excited. How are you?
Good. Everything is good. Busy. How about you?
We're going great
Busy.
in here, busy, and it's getting busy than before us, but everything's still under control. We're so excited for
Yep.
everything coming up. It's like, and this is like our first. Oh, we're so excited!
Oh,
Thank
yes,
you.
I know.
So, like, how's everything? How's business and how's life?
It's good. It's been really good. It's summer here in the US, so we've been really busy this summer, which has been nice. Definitely like a noticeable difference from last summer, like with COVID and more people are
Yeah.
out and traveling. So yeah, we've seen things pick up a little and it's been really good.
Yeah, so everything like under control with all during the pandemic, and then moving forward, it's getting better and better.
It is, yes, for sure. I think things were slow for a while, especially in this industry.
Yes.
People were not buying things and people weren't traveling, so they weren't, it was a bit slow for a minute.
Okay, what's everything good? Yeah. So yeah, woo. This is like our very podcast, and like this is one of our programs, like created finally. Thank you for you. And thank you for your time, like for sharing your experiences as an entrepreneur and also as a talented fashion designer. Like, we believe like your experiences will be like benefit for all beautiful souls who want to start their brand line at the first time from scratch. So yeah, shorten times. We have like a lot of frequently question being asked for many
Okay.
from many people, and like how long you have been in the garment industry. Like, we know you have been started like from 2018, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like how you started, where you started, and how it's been going or continuing like until now. You can share it.
Yeah. So, yes, I had the idea in 2018 that I wanted to get involved and start something. I wasn't sure whether it was going to be fashion or swimwear. I went with swimwear. And it's been a long process. Like, I can't believe it's been 3 or 4 years now. And it's crazy just to see how everything comes together. And, you learn so much on the way. I did not know at the start what a tech pack was or, any of those things. And I would send you like little freehand drawings of things being like, can you make this? And you'd be like, but where's the seam going? Or like, and I didn't really have that like pattern making or
Yeah.
sewing experience behind me. So I found it quite difficult, but I was lucky enough to find you guys where, you could see what I was thinking and then just go with it. So that's been such a blessing for me as well and has helped me out a lot. So I hope that everyone starting like gets to find somebody like you, because it makes the process a lot easier.
Thank you so much. It's been an honor, like being your like assistant and help you to create your dreams and all the passion to be like something you want to what you say, like something of your passion, and then you create it to become something you can running as a business. That's a huge
It's like
thing.
bringing like your dream
Exactly.
into like a reality.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
no,
Like
right.
it's a huge start that you've take, and you trust me, and it's been an honor. Like we never know each other before. Like you put a lot of trust, and then hopefully, yeah, you can keep going and bigger, and then
Right, and well, that's the hardest part too, is like finding a manufacturer that you trust and that you want to work with continuously. And sometimes the first manufacturer that you're with is not always, you're not going to stay with them forever. And we've done a bit of moving around, and we're glad that we found you guys, because I feel like we see a long-term, relationship. So
thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's really an honor. So yeah. So like beside that, like why finally you decided specifically choose the swimwear industry? Like why?
Yeah, I know, because there are a lot of swimwear brands already.
Exactly.
But I found it difficult when I was shopping to find sustainable swimwear that was also to my design taste, like the fashion that I wanted to wear. I could either get like really fashionable pieces that weren't sustainable, or sustainable pieces that were very like simple.
Yep.
And I was thinking, well, there needs to be something that has a bit of both, like sustainable and fashionable. So that's where I was like, oh, well, like I will just start it myself and see how it goes. And here we are. So
it's like, so it's like your experiences, like your own experiences, and then you brought that into like a huge thing, and then rather than you trying so hard to find, and you just try to create something that fit on you. Because those experiences, I believe that been like faced by a lot of people in outside,
Yes, for sure. Well, if you can't find it, just make it, right?
Right. So, oh, people maybe like maybe people other people will like, okay, I will try to find another, but you just right away, okay, rather than I try, then find another, I will create it by my own,
Exactly. Yeah, I think I took like the harder option, like, but hey, it's all fun. And I've come from like a design background as well. I didn't go to school for design, but that was the way I was headed. And I did a few short courses, studying overseas, doing fashion design. And then I ultimately went into something else. But it was funny because like halfway through my degree, I was like, oh, hang on, I do want to do fashion. Yes. So now I've done a degree in something completely different. But now my business is in this industry. So it's funny how like life works out like that sometimes.
Exactly.
Just,
So you're finally here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So
yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Okay, so for all like the process from beginning, like what's the vital thing that you think you need to prepare over than anything, like to be successful and still to maintain the consistency? Like I believe that your brand has been seen like in Forbes and Sport Illustrated, Fashion Magazine, and then like many more. Tell us more, like how you keep doing everything like together and put the whole things like together and still keep the consistency. That's crazy.
I think you have to have determination. So
Okay.
for me, I'm someone who's just like, I'm not going to stop until I get, where I'm trying to go. And like, you face obstacles, of course, and people say, no, you can't do this or you can't do that. And my brain just doesn't accept no. Like, it's no,
No.
I'm going to do it. So I will just keep going. And I think it also helps, like, when you're doing something that you love, like for me, this doesn't feel like work for me. It doesn't feel like a job. Like, I genuinely enjoy it. So it's much easier to like maintain the motivation if you're doing something that you really love, it just kind of keeps flowing. So even throughout the process, like I will have, a new collection that's dropped and I'm constantly thinking like in the back of my head, like what's the next one? Or like I will be out and I will see something and I'll be like, oh, that's a cool print. And then it like sparks an idea and I will always like go draw it like before it leaves my brain. So it's just, I feel like I'm constantly in that mode, like always thinking about things I could be doing. And
so like for you, like even though like all around people's around you say no and keep saying like no, you cannot do that, you just like keep doing what you believe in and just do whatever like you believe in yourself, because rather than do other things not your passion, so you choose your passion and to create it to like something that you love and you can keep doing always, and it's much easier, right?
Exactly. Like you don't wake up and think like, oh, I have to go to work today. It's like, oh my God, like what am I going to do today? Am I going to draw something? Like, and every day is different in this industry. So like, you don't really know, like some days, especially when you have a business by yourself, it's some days I'm designing, some days I'm doing more marketing, some days I'm sending out orders. Like it all varies so much, which is fun because you get to see all different aspects of the business and sort of find like what sides you like better. So for me, I prefer the designing side to the marketing side. But I mean, we're still small, so like at the moment it's like you kind of have to do it all until you can outsource those things. So but you learn a lot.
But for small, but being seen in a lot of like magazine and in online or other like as one of compare with other brand, that's a huge, Lauren, that's huge. Like you have been like creating and start and keep doing, keep the consistency and being seen in this all magazine and everything. That's a huge, you need to like appreciate yourself, keep doing because you're doing great.
It's hard. Thank you. It's hard because like as soon as you see like a magazine comes out, it's like, oh my God, cool, and then it's like on to the next thing. It's like straight away it's like you don't really get to stop and like appreciate it until you look back and you're like, oh no, but we did achieve a lot this year.
Yay.
Like everything just keeps moving. It's like you just I don't know, sometimes you forget.
Exactly. That's why you need to like appreciate it and then see when you stuck, it's been like see going back what you have been through, and for all the ups and downs, like what do you think like the support system like you suggest to all beautiful soul or people out there, like when they start to think like I want to this, I want to create this, like what the support system that you need they have, because you see you can see like you mentioned before, like people around you say no, but then what's the support system that you have keep you doing all this from the start and until finally in here?
I think, it's definitely harder as well because I started on my own. I didn't have like a co-founder or a partner to bounce ideas off, or like someone to constantly like like ramp me up. Like, yeah, like we're
Yeah.
gonna do it. Like I have to do that all myself.
Exactly.
So it's good to have friends that are like-minded, friends that are, you know, doing their own thing, having their own businesses. I have a lot of different friends who have a lot of different roles, and some are in design, some are not, some are starting their own business. But it's, I think, to surround yourself with other people who are also motivated and that want to achieve things and that want to do well in whatever industry that they're in. It's motivating when all your friends are doing well, you know, like you want to be doing well too. So it's nice to always have that. And then, of course, my partner, who's super supportive, and he's gotten involved as the years have gone on as well. So it's nice to bounce ideas off him too. So actually, funny story. So we had that one of our prints from last season. I was not going to run. I mean, it printed up beautifully, but I was like, you know, I don't know, like, is it going to sell? Are people going to like it? Is it too out there? And my partner, John, was like, no, like, do it. Like, do it. So we ended up running it. It was a red crocodile print.
Okay.
The red croc.
Okay.
And he was like, no, do it. And, like, it's been selling really well. And it's just like, you know, if I didn't have him, like, I probably wouldn't have run that print at all. So, yeah, that's a fun little behind-the-scenes story for you.
Because the point is, you need someone to share everything with, because sometimes you cannot think everything and you cannot decide it by your own.
No. And I mean, I'm someone who ultimately, like, I will take on board everyone else's opinion and then still make my own decision. But, like, I like to hear, you know, what everyone has to say. And then if I get, like, all no's, if someone says, like, no, then I probably will do it. Because I'm like, you all said no, I'm going to do it anyway. Just
so it's like motivate you, like, okay, because you all say no and I will prove it. And then this is me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, now I have to do it. So
it's like the opposite.
Yeah.
Me sometimes.
No, it's nice.
Me sometimes also
sorry.
doing it. Me sometimes
you
also
do that
doing
too.
it. Yeah, exactly. So sometimes we have like a feeling, like strong feeling, but
it's like you just know.
Exactly. You know, just like
you just know. And I feel like that happened with like the whole business as well. When I started, it was just kind of like, you know, whether this succeeds or not, like I know that for right now, that's what I'm meant to be doing, because it just felt so natural. Like it came so naturally that it was like, oh, of course. Like, and when I had told a lot of my friends, like, oh, I'm starting a swimsuit company, everyone was like, oh yeah, like that seems like something you would do. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it does. So no, it just feels right, you know?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what people have a lot of opinions.
That's the point. That's the point.
You know, but like at the end of the day, like for yourself, you know what's right for now. And then, you know, in the end, if it doesn't work out, like at least I'd like to say I have no regrets. Like I tried that. I really put everything into it. And whether it succeeds or it doesn't, like I would be happy with myself knowing that, like, you know, I gave everything to it. So
you have proved it, and you have doing everything you can. And if it's not, even though it's not a succeed, but at least you have tried and you don't regret why I'm not starting it, something like that.
Exactly.
But it turns out it's really successful, and see where you are at now. So again,
it's come a long way.
Appreciation is really, really important, like for yourself.
Exactly. You have to believe in yourself, because sometimes others don't. So, you know.
Exactly.
Actually, I read something the other day, and it said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
Okay.
So if you think you can, you're right. And if you think you can't, like, you're right. It's like the power of your mind and like your thoughts and having like that positive, you know, if you think positively, things are more likely to, you know, come out positively as opposed to negative.
So ourself, like determined only by our mind, you know?
Yeah.
What you think about yourself, then it will be like automatically like create about,
Yes.
yeah, that's what you believe. So when you think like positively, you can do it, and yeah.
Exactly.
So like being the best, like what's the best part of being an entrepreneur and also like a talented fashion designer so far? Like what do you think about being the best part and then like the bad? Because we believe that during the process it's not always ups, but also there is a down, ups and down. And then how you like collect yourself, like put yourself together still and keep doing and give it a try. Okay, I will give it a try again, like
Yeah. So there are always like so many ups and downs. Hey, like we've had a lot of good things happen, and then your bad things happen too. And like some days you're not as motivated as others, or things are slow, and it's like easy to get in your mind and be like, oh my god, like maybe this isn't right. But I think like the highs make it worth it. Like when you see someone tag you on Instagram and they're happy and they're wearing a suit, like that makes it worth it for me. Or if you see it in a magazine, or just someone sending an email like, hey, I received my order and I love it, like the small feedback, it just makes it so worth it for me. And then the downs, of course, like we launched in the middle of COVID, so which was hard. I mean, no one like could see that coming. So like we had done all this preparation, and then 2020, it was like the year like we were going to launch, and then it was pandemic, and so it's just navigating that. And sometimes like I need to remind myself like we're only 2 years old,
yeah,
and I don't really like to count the first year because of the pandemic. So I'm like, really, like we've done a lot for the amount of time and like, the situation that it was as well. So I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? No, so I'm someone who's like solution orientated. So if there's a problem, I'm not thinking, oh my God, there's this problem and like we can't do this and we can do that. I'm kind of like, well, what can we do? Can we do this? Plan A didn't work. Like we have plan B, C, D, E, F, G, the whole alphabet. I'm like, always looking for something like to make a better outcome.
Until last breath, right?
Yeah, so it's like trying to turn your negatives into positives, and sometimes you can't. Like sometimes there's just no solution. So then you just take it as a lesson. I learnt my lesson. I'm not going to do that again. Or that's just life.
Exactly.
So everything's not going to be smooth sailing all the time.
Okay. So the point is again, the positive of what you think. So that's important, right? So from there you can find like trying every ways, like until last breath, until you find out, okay, this is not work, it's not going work, but at least you try everything in every ways.
Exactly. It's almost like the brand is my baby. It's like if you have a baby, you're going to do everything to make sure it's okay and that it's brought up to be successful. Like it's a similar sort of concept.
Exactly. Okay, like everything. So the point is keep going and put yourself like a determination. Like when you start and when when you need to end. And in the positive way, like you think about yourself, that's important. And also the support system, that's important too. The people, you choose your circle, you choose your circle, people you that support like honestly supported you with kind and all the positive mind and everything. So lastly, like I was
just gonna add.
What? Sorry.
I was just going to add on to that, like also recognizing when something is not your strength. So for me, there are certain things that I'm not good at, and doesn't matter how hard I try, like it's just not, like for example, accounting and like the accounts side of things. I'm just like, it's not my strength, and I can recognize it's not my strength. So being able to like see that and recognize and like, you know, not feel embarrassed or ashamed, like that's not something I'm good at.
Exactly.
And being able to hire someone else to take care of that.
Yeah, exactly. Rather than you trying yourself and keep doing and keep not working, so wasting your time.
Exactly. I've tried many times. I've read a few books, like, but at the end of the day, it's just, and then it causes more stress. So it's like, for peace of mind, I would rather just outsource that to somebody else that's their profession, rather than stress myself out over something that I just don't have a grasp on. So knowing like when to leave something,
again,
and to get someone else in is definitely key as well.
Determine your something that you cannot do, like not your strength. So knowing about that and admit it and find a solution to keep it work to make it work.
Exactly.
Yeah. Last question. Thank you so much. Like you have been so far until now, and we see your consistency. Like, what's your next project? Like, the short plan or like long-term plan. So, what's your target?
I have so many goals, but I think the next short term would be to get out a new collection that I've had in my mind for a while. So I'm hoping to push that out by the summer.
Next summer.
Like the Australian summer. So by the end of the year, hopefully. And then just like continue, like I feel like when you start, there are certain celebrities that you want to be seen on, or certain magazines that you want to be in, or department stores. So I think the big thing for us is just more branching out and getting exposure everywhere. Eventually, like I want to be a brand that everyone knows, and like they know they can trust with the quality and the design, and that there's something for everyone. I also would like to expand the size range as well to make it a little bit more inclusive. It's always hard when you start, because it's hard to like come out, you know, with a huge size range. Like you don't even know if anyone's going to like it. Now that we've sort of like dipped our toes in the water, and we've had feedback, like, you know, bring in more sizes. So like I'm happy to expand up that way as well. So there's lots of things that I want to achieve. So, and we did Fashion Week last year in Miami. So I would love to do that again. Bring a new collection to that, and maybe do it on a bigger scale. So, So it would be fun. Maybe you can come to that. That would be awesome if we could like organize.
It's an honor. We will try to, you know, like everything, same as you. Like we have everything doing in here with a small team and everything. So we do more jobs rather than everything. So I think success for you, Lauren.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We're about to get kicked off. It says less than a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we will try to like make another link just for closing. But thank you so much for your time,
for having me,
for sharing, for everything. I believe many people will be inspired by everything that you have been achieved until now, until today, and the consistency is the important thing, you know. So
that's right.
Seeing you doing
just
everything,
baby steps.
Exactly.
Just lots of baby steps.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you so much, Lauren, for your time sharing your experiences, and I believe that many people will inspired by what you have been done so far and your dream, putting all your passion and the maintain consistency. Like that's been huge things. It's been crazy things, you know.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me too. I enjoyed chatting with you and going through it and reliving it. So it's been nice for me too.
Yeah. So yeah, and saw that you have someone like
We have
two.
the whole family, yeah.
Like you're one of the support system. That's the important.
Yeah.
So
This is Kiwi.
hi Kiwi. Hi. You so excited? Thank you
Yeah.
so much for being so supportive.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
We'll speak to you soon.
I beg your pardon, sorry.
Oh, I said we'll speak to you soon.
Yeah. So
We have-
and that's John, I believe.
Yes, it's John.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Hi, John. How are you?
I'm all right.
I
Hi.
believe that
hot.
you are one of the important, like the vital support system of Lauren. Thank you so much. So like being so kind and supportive. Like we have seen like where Lauren been through like ups and down and finally until in here and with all the plans going further like the next project she said like doing the next collection and launching in Australia, right Lauren?
Yeah, so for the summer, hopefully, we'll have something new by the end of the year.
Okay, so yeah, wishing you nothing but the very best for both of you and also Kiwi and also the brand and also the big project in the next. So yeah, I
And
will
same to you. We would be nowhere without you. So
thank
no,
you
thank
so
you so much
much.
for everything you do for us. as well.
It's-
Thank you. Yeah.
It's
You
an
do a good-
honor to have
very
you.
good job.
Okay.
So
It's about to get dark here, so we're gonna have no light soon.
okay, so I will have all the team member that support this first podcast. Come on, guys. Can you say hi and say bye-bye to Lauren and John and Kiwi? This is Hannah. This is from the marketing. This is Putri. And I have one of the videographer in here. This is Goose Day. So yeah, this is John, this is Lauren, and this
Hi,
is
John.
Kiwi.
Lauren.
Nice to meet you all.
So,
Hi.
quick question. Can I get one of them Bali summer shirts?
Which
Of
one?
course, we will send it to you.
I want
No, we
I
will.
want a pink one.
Yeah. What size of your?
Yeah. A large. I want a large pink one.
Oh.
Maybe you get mine.
We will definitely
That's cool, I'll
send.
wait.
We will definitely send it to you both. Okay, just mention the
Yeah,
size.
In our next order, we'll take one.
Exactly.
If
We
y'all
will.
got dog wear, yeah, Kiwi will take one too.
Yeah, we need
Exactly,
a little
I will-
bikini for Kiwi.
I won't forget. I won't forget, Kiwi. You will have one. Okay. Make sure you will wear it, yeah, and then take a picture, send it to us.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much for all the time. Sharing is caring, and talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye bye, guys.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye.